It's Friday, August 20th, and we're finally back on the trail. First time we've been out since the Big LeConte hike. We came out to Red River Gorge again, just on a single night here. I guess we're going to try to head up and see Copperas Falls at some point. We're going to start heading up the trail at least and see what kind of campsite we can find. You ready?
Yes.
Well, we're only about a half mile up the trail, but we saw this nice campsite here, so we went ahead and pitched the tarp just to kind of hold it for us, and I think we're going to keep on going up and check out the falls this afternoon, and then just make our way back here for the night. It's only 3:18, so we should have plenty of time to get up there and back.
When I get back, we're going to find the firewood up in the woods.
So yeah, we'll get back and make some supper and gather firewood and get ready for fire.
Even though we have tons of firewood.
Yeah, but that's all wet.
It is.
Yeah, maybe if we get a good fire going, maybe we'll be able to use it, but probably not.
So we're going to have to probably put it in the oven.
Well, good morning. Pretty uneventful night. Slept pretty well. Did you sleep good, Henry?
Yeah.
I got my coffee. And he's got his carnation instant breakfast. And I'm gonna make up some Mountain House oatmeal with blueberries here in a little bit for myself. So just kind of relaxing this morning before we get packed up and head back out the trail and then figure out what we're doing for today's adventures. So this is something pretty cool. I didn't even notice it last night until we were packing up this morning. So here's our campsite. Right up there, so we hit our hammocks. And right here on the stream, I noticed that cool little waterfall over there. I just figured, oh, that's another little tributary or spring or something. But then I noticed this morning, I've got water here. Well, when we look upstream, there is no water. So I didn't even realize this is a whole, what's it called? I think it's a sinking creek, I think is what they call it. Where all the water goes underneath the ground. And right here, that's right where it pops back out. So it's completely dry there. Comes out right there, runs down, runs on out. Well, we're all packed up, ready to hit the trail. We only got it's only about a half mile, maybe even less, back to the car.
And also, I got my pool stuck at home.
Well, we made it back to the car in no time at all. I think it took us like 15 minutes, if that.
15 minutes to get back. That didn't even feel anything like it. It felt like 1 minute.
So I went ahead and ditched some of our stuff. I switched out to a small little day pack. I think we're going to go find Moonshiner's Arch now. I think it should just be about a 1 mile round trip here from the Osborne Bend parking lot.
And then we're going to come back and go back home.
Yeah, we'll see what we do after that.
Hey.
We made it to Moonshiner's Arch. Just a cool little, it's a limestone arch, which is actually fairly rare here in the gorge. Most of them are sandstone. But what's really cool about this one is that it's got a hole that makes a chimney. Now, I don't remember what the whole story is, if they actually did find a still here and that's why it's called that, or if it's just because the chimney there would make it a good place for a still to go. I don't remember. I'll have to read up on it some more. So I think this is probably pretty, really unique to the gorge. Because of the limestone arch, we're actually getting some formations off the arch, like in a cave. It's like over this way you can actually see some little tiny stalactites growing, the beginnings of some cave bacon. It's pretty cool. Well, we're just up the hill from the Moonshiner's Arch, and there's a cave up here. So I can't see quite how far down that goes. If it just stops right there, if it keeps going down deeper. There's a hole up above there too, that leads down into the same place. And then up here, there's another entrance. And the water actually flows in. Yeah, it looks like a good thing. All this water flowing down through there. So they got the caves closed because of the white nose syndrome that we got on the bats here in Kentucky and all over. So they're trying to protect it and keep it out of the caves where it's not already in. So we had to stop here. We're at the Osborne Bend canoe launch. We had to stop here at Show Henry because back when I was in college, our ASCE, American Society of Civil Engineers chapter at UK actually came here and built these steps all the way back in probably around 2000, I'm guessing around 2007, 2008, something like that. We volunteered for the Forest Service and they had all the materials, but we actually came out here and built them. Moved the timbers into place and used the big gas-powered drill to set them in place and drive the rebars. So that was a fun project. So it's cool that it's still here and still in really good shape too after, however many years that is. I don't feel like doing the math right now. So we were driving up the road and happened to notice this. I'd never actually stopped here before. I'm pretty sure this is called Bell Falls or Bell's Falls, one of the two.
I said a river goes along.
We're just standing in the middle of the road right now. It's just a little one right up the side. There's a little parking area just right past it, so we're able to quickly pull in.
Parking area is over there.
Got the Sky Bridge. I've been up here, it seems like a million times. Henry's been here several times too, but it's been a few years and he was kind of young, so I don't know if he'll remember it or not. So we'll go up here. It's just another short little hike. It's only like I think 3/4 of a mile round trip, a little loop. So we're gonna go knock this out real quick. Yep, this is the top of Sky Bridge. This is probably one of my favorite arches here, the gorge, because as you can see, we're way up on the top of a ridge. So we got this bridge right out here, just right out in the open. So we're out at the end of the ridge here, past the Sky Bridge arch. This little overlook we have here, but what's neat is you can see where we were. So right up there, you can't hardly see it, is the river, and that's about where we parked our car. It was right around down there. And then that valley right up here is where we camped last night. So we came down the road and then we walked right up that valley. That's Copperas Creek coming down that valley.
We looked up extremely close, like, but not the ledge. You could see the place.
Yeah, you probably could from down there if you can see through the trees. Here's the underside of the arch, which is actually a double arch. Maybe I'll see when we get up there a little bit closer. So here you can actually see the that it's actually a double arch. And what I like about this rock here is that from the right angle, it looks like a mean skull. You kind of got an eye socket there and there, a mean grin here, got a sunken cheekbone. And we got Henry posing for a picture. So we've just gone kind of through the arch, and here's a good demonstration of exactly what it is. So kind of drop down here, and then if you look, it's just a sheer drop for a couple hundred feet. The only downside of this little loop trail finishes with a whole bunch of stairs. So 74 stairs. You can see there where it kind of curls around. We're finishing up lunch here at the Sky Bridge picnic area. It's actually a pretty nice little place. It looks like they have about, I think, maybe 6 picnic tables, kind of down in the woods. So, did you have fun on this trip, Henry?
Yes.
Yep. So we ended up doing the Copperas Falls and camping on that trail last night. And then we went and did Moonshiner's Arch. We got to see what I believe is called Bell Falls. And then we came up here and did Sky Bridge Loop.
Yeah, and you saw earlier Bell Falls.
Yep. So we're gonna finish up lunch here, and then I think we're heading on home. So about ready to head home. Did you have fun, Henry?
Yes.
Yep. We definitely need to come back again. Maybe this fall, since we got your new quilt. Well, let's come back in the fall when it cools off. So, okay. Tell everybody goodbye, Henry.
Adios. And see you next